Today on QCL, the magic of Toyland is back. We are checking out the hottest toys of the season with Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Plus, a mystery for the kids alongside two furry detectives. Local author Jason Platt is here with details on his new Paw and Order adventure, the case of the sleeping artist. And it's the sweetest time of the year. We're getting a taste of the holidays with Village Inn, along with a pie decorating demo you won't want to miss. Hello and welcome to Quad Cities Live on this Veterans Day, Tuesday, November 11th. A big thank you, of course, to all who served. And thank you for joining us. I'm Morgan OTA. We're going to catch up with my co-host Kyle Keel in just a few minutes. But of course, you can feel it in the air. That's right. When you step outside, you know winter is right around the corner. And if your home has those drafty old windows, I know all about that, now might be the best time to replace them. Joining us today is Darren Stiegel, owner of Midwest Window Company, located right here in the Quad Cities. Darren, welcome. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me on, Morgan.
Yes, absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you. Okay, so most people probably think that window replacement is a spring or a summer project, right? You think of people being outside, you think of your windows opening and closing, you're like, I'm not going to open them at all in the winter, but there's more to it than that.
Well, there's a lot to it. I mean, right now is when you're feeling it. It just got cold, guys. It is bitter cold out. It is like, wow, look at that window. What's going on? What's happening? Why am I feeling that breeze?
Yep.
Now is the time you feel it. But a lot of times we'll be like, okay, I'll take care of that when spring comes. It comes, you forget about it, and then now what? Now your window's going to do the same thing next year. So at Midwest Window Company, our processes, procedures to help people get things done and done now are fantastic. We're a company that was established just 3 years ago by my wife Elizabeth and myself. You guys probably noticed me. I'm in some other businesses around town.
Sure.
But with the window company, we've seen a gap. You know, we have the lower end contractor windows from like Lowe's or Menards. And then you have that top end window that's coming to your home that's really expensive. It's like, what is going on? Where's this spot for me? We said in the community, we need a mid-grade product. I had a good friend up in New England that was partnered with what we call the Okna window. It's a fully solid core polymeric window. And I said, I think there's something we can do here. So we found a great product with a mid-grade price to offer something great for Quad Cityans here locally.
Okay, wonderful. And I love what you say about, you know, you feel those drafts and things in the winter, and that's really, you know, the time to be thinking about it, especially when it comes to energy costs and all of that. So you have some pretty unique installation techniques, especially for the colder months. Can you tell us about that?
Well, what's real nice is a lot of projects we get done in a day. But when we do the installation, it's one at a time. So you take one out, you put one in. If it's really windy out, what we'll do is we'll also tape off the interior.
Okay.
And we'll put our jack process in that has a full plastic wrap that's inside, kind of exposing just a couple feet of the interior and protecting the home while we're finishing our work. But absolutely great process, and it can happen very timely.
Okay, well, you brought an example with you today. So can you just talk a little bit more with this window here, kind of what makes the product stand out? Yeah,
so when you look at windows or do a comparison, or if you've ever seen a vinyl window or something like, God, it looks kind of plasticky and it's got, you know, really hard mitered corners. It's like, I kind of like that craftsman look, or more of that wood traditional look. And that's what the Okna product offers. You can notice it doesn't have the mitered. It has a nice little butt jointed trim here. You're also looking at a full cast lock system. Everything's cast or stainless steel. You have the actual pole lifts instead of just a plastic runner coming across the top.
Right, yeah.
If you look, feel this right here. You're going to feel a full interlock bulb seal.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to give you a nice connection down to the base frame of the window to give that full seal.
No draft.
This window has less infiltration than the other window on the market today. Okna did a great job with performance.
Yeah.
Notice on the ratings up here. Also, you can look online, MidwestWindowCo.com, take a look at some of the ratings of the window, or just have us out and get an estimate and get a look for yourself.
Wonderful. Well, we know warranties are important to people, especially when, you know, these are big projects for a lot of folks. But you're pretty proud of the warranty that you all offer.
Oh, super proud. So something different about this product compared to most is basically a regional rep for that company. So when we have our installers get trained, they do the direct Okna training facility. They get trained to install the product, and when they're done, the installation, the warranty on the product, and service is all covered 100% by the manufacturer, not just us locally. Well, we back everything that we do for them. So it's a pretty cool process.
It is. Also very cool is you have got a special offer just for Quad Cities Live viewers here today. So if people are watching and they're going, wow, that sounds like something that I need to be thinking about, or, you know, you walk downstairs and you immediately feel that draft from your windows that have been there for who knows how long. So you have some promotions going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now this month we're doing 30% off. That's going to run all month long. We're also going to do an extra $800 off just for calling today during this program. Set your estimate, guys. Get your appointment. Something we pride ourselves on is 1 year. You get a whole year with that pricing, kind of figure your things out, plan your project. At least that way you know what costs or what it costs, so you can plan to purchase it however you look to do financing, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
We also offer an array of financing. They're doing a 12 months no payments right now, which is awesome. That's also with no down payment.
Okay.
Which is even neater yet, right? Okna has awesome financing partners, and also Veterans Day. Celebrating Veterans Day, guys. We have a great veterans discount that we apply with all of our projects. For
I'm glad you mentioned that. Okay, well, you can call the number on your screen to schedule your home consultation with Midwest Window Company. That number there is 309-702-2433. Also, be sure to visit them on the web at midwestwindowco.com. Darren, thank you so much for visiting with us today. We appreciate you. Thank you. Still to come on QCL, from nostalgia to high tech, we are unwrapping the hottest toys of the season with Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Quad Cities Live continues.
It is one of the sure signs that the holiday season has officially arrived. Toyland is open at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Every year, the center aisles of the 45 stores are transformed into a wonderland of fun, packed with the hottest toys for the season for all of the kids. So joining us now from Blaine's Farm and Fleet is Chris Ramos. Chris, welcome back to the show.
Yes, always good to be back.
Good
to have you. Yeah, this is always fun. I see a couple of familiar toys, maybe sparking some nostalgia. Some of the newer toys. Miss Rachel, we'll talk about her in just a moment. But let's talk about Toyland, because I mean this has been a staple since 1957.
1957.
Wow.
What makes Toyland so special, and what's had it coming back these last 60-something years?
You know, the super exciting thing about Toyland is that every store takes the middle area that's normally, you know, mowers and yard equipment and just sort of seasonal, and then it's
right
like,
away.
this is the season. The season is toys. And every store manager, every employee gets really excited about just kind of making that dreamland. You see the kids get excited. You see all of our neighbors coming back in, and really just grandma, grandpa, everyone has a stake in just these exciting toys. So it's definitely a tradition, and we're always glad to have that season coming up.
Certainly, yeah.
And when you stop in with the kids, of course, they want to look at all the toys, and you have to go, Christmas is only like a month and a half away. You have to wait. Just tell me, let's make a list, right?
Put it on the list for Santa.
Make a list for Santa. So let's talk about some of the really great and exciting toys that you can find in store, starting with Hot Wheels.
We've got to talk about Hot Wheels. We'll talk about Bluey, but let's talk about Hot Wheels. We've got the Ultimate Dual Dragon Transporter.
Awesome. So the great thing with Hot Wheels is that Hot Wheels has a speed snap system, which they every set connects to each other. So that you know, of course, you have to introduce a dragon into whatever city you've got.
Naturally.
Exactly.
This has two dragons. The top one disconnects, flies around, stores your cars. The bottom dragon.
This is a Carson thing. My son would love this.
It expands over 2 feet long. It has a launcher in it. It has fire in the front. It's, I mean, what other cool thing do you need to add into it?
It comes with a couple of Hot Wheels that you can add to the collection, and also you can store it in this as well.
It holds up to 20 cars, so you can really have it as a transporter that kind of moves around and terrorizes your city, or however you want to do that.
Well, while I have it, let's talk about the Bluey camera here, the Polaroid here. You know, one thing you were mentioning is a lot of these toys that are pretty hot this year, they're
more nostalgic.
They're nostalgic.
Easier to use.
Not connected to all of this technology.
Yeah, I've noticed a really big shift away from this high-tech, online, virtual screens.
Love it,
And the Bluey Chick camera, they call it, is exactly that. It comes preloaded with a few images, and you know, it's kind of fun to encourage people to reenact those images with your kids.
Oh,
There's
sure,
you know, running through the park or sleeping in on a Sunday. And then you can also draw your own and just load them into the camera so that can surprise kids too.
I see that. Create your own.
Yeah,
right there.
that's really fun. So lots of really cool stuff. I'm eyeing the Gummy Candy Lab, because we're kind of at that age right now where we're doing more crafts and things like that. And my daughter loves candy more than I keep finding wrappers in her room from Halloween.
From Halloween.
Not good. But something I really wanted you to speak to is how easy you make it for customers to shop, right? I spoke about, you know, it's tough to bring your kids in the store because they want to look at all the toys.
Most definitely.
But you can shop online now. You can pick stuff up.
Right. We have a buy online, pick up in store, and our app is incredibly user-friendly. Of course, everyone has the app on their phone, but with that, you can look up the quantities that are in each store. You can all just put them in your cart, purchase them through the app, and then we have a drive-through pickup, and they just bring it right out to your car and you're done. And that works for everything, even beyond toys. The other cool thing we're doing with the app this year, now until December 3rd, is create your own wish list online. You can build a wish list, and we pick one lucky winner across all our stores, and
that's right.
you win that wish list up to $1,000.
That is so cool.
Just in time for Christmas, so it's a really great time to win a wish list and build a wish list, of course, and visit the stores.
And real quick, we want to talk about a couple of promotions that you have going on. First, you have the Kids Helping Kids donation drive. This is big.
Yes, we are, again, always bringing back the Kids Helping Kids toy drive. Each store collects toys that are unwrapped, new toys.
Yeah.
And, you know, the idea is to have a child put that toy in that bin, and they know that that's going towards another needy family.
Sure.
That's the Kids Helping Kids part of it. With those toys, we donate every year, and then we match those donations up to $250,000.
Wow.
So Blaine's makes sure that every child has a toy.
Wonderful.
Yes, that's a wonderful program that you have. So if you want to see all the deals at Toyland, visit your local Blaine's Farm and Fleet, or you can shop online at Blaine's, or I should say farmandfleet.com. That's farmandfleet.com. And we want to remind everyone that Santa Claus this year is going to be in
6th.
Farm and Fleet store
December 6th, 11 to 2. You don't have to make an appointment. Just come on and see the big man
Visit
himself.
Santa. Awesome. Chris, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate it. Still to come on QCL, another perfect children's gift for the holidays. We're chatting with local author Jason Platt about his brand new children's graphic novel series, Paw and Order.
Quad Cities Live continues.
There is a brand new mystery series that's capturing the imaginations and giggles of young readers everywhere. It's called Paw and Order, and these children's graphic novels are written and illustrated by local author Jason Platt. Jason is joining us in the studio this afternoon with more on the latest installment on store shelves right now, actually. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes,
Glad to be here.
Thank you so much for being here. This is a really fun concept. I know people can look back at our segment together back in August, I believe it was, when the first book came out, which is this one right here, the Grilled Cheese Caper.
Yep.
So just tell us a little bit about this series and the main characters.
Yeah, so this is Paw and Order. It's a cat and dog mystery solving team. They're best friends, even though as cat and dogs you might think that they might butt heads, and they kind of do, but in a good way. And they go around town and they go around solving crimes, and they look at the scene of the crime, they look at the clues, and they interview the suspects. Not only do they get to solve the crime, but they kind of let you help them,
the reader,
as well.
Yeah, that's great. So you have just released, I'm talking like late October, The Case of the Sleeping Artist, which is this book that you brought right here.
Yep.
So without giving too much away, can you tell us about the plot? It looks like it's set in Paris.
It is, yeah. So this might sound familiar, but there was a heist at a museum.
I cannot
in
believe
Paris,
the
France.
coincidence.
Yeah, it was really funny to hear the real life stuff happening. Anyway, Perlock and Marlowe, they're invited to Paris by Marlowe's Aunt Fufu for the unveiling of Monsieur Henry Porcupine's latest painting.
The accent.
And right after it's unveiled, there's a blackout and the painting is stolen. And Aunt Fufu is arrested for the crime.
She's a suspect.
So it's a little bit more personal this time. So just like in the first book, they look at the scene of the crime, they look at the clues, they interview the suspects and the eyewitnesses to find out who did it, and hopefully clear Aunt Fufu's name.
That's amazing, and I just can't get over the coincidence. It's like almost like maybe they were reading these books when they decided. I don't know. We're not going to go there.
I like to think that Perlock and Marlowe helped with
they
the
would
Louvre.
help, yeah. So roughly what age are these stories geared toward?
Geared like 6 to 10,
Okay.
but I've also had like some parents reading these books to their younger children. Yeah, and where the parents and kids get to solve the mystery together.
That is really fun. And I just like to ask, because you know we're talking a lot about the holidays here today on the show, and it's just a great option, a great stocking stuffer perhaps as we get into the holidays. A lot of fun, very, very cool. So the response so far from readers, I mean, you can find this book on store shelves everywhere. You can find it online. We got a lot of people really enjoying these.
Oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite quotes. Was a 7-year-old, got finished reading it, closed the book, gave a big sigh, and went, oh, that was a good book. And I was like, my friend shared that with me, and I was like, oh, that just warms my heart.
Yeah, that is really, truly one of the best compliments when you work so hard on this. And speaking of working hard, Volume 3 is already in the works.
Yep.
I know these two came out quite close together. When can we look for Volume 3 to hit store shelves?
June 23rd, 2026, the night of the comet.
The Night of the Comet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, before we wrap up with you, I did want to show this video. So this is actually, we talk a lot about you writing these books, but you're also the illustrator. Can you talk about what's going on here in this video?
Yeah, so I work digitally, and so you're seeing me work on my Wacom tablet, and this is me penciling Perlock, and this is exactly how I work. I pencil just like in a real piece of paper,
Yeah.
and then I go with a new layer on top of it, and I do all of my ink. So I use my pencil as my guide.
That's awesome.
To help me know where I'm going. So it's
Yeah.
like an outline.
It is. It is so cool to just watch this character come to life on the page or on the tablet, so to speak. So I really appreciate you sending that in. I think it's so much fun. Again, the third book, Paw in Order Volume 3, The Night of the Comet, comes out in June of 2026. For more information, Jason's website is jasonplattbooks.com. But of course, you can find Volumes 1 and 2 on store shelves or online right now. Congratulations, and thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Coming up on QCL, we are decorating holiday pies with one of the businesses that does it best. Village Inn Restaurant will join us after the break.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
It is pie season, and whether you're a fan of apple, pumpkin, French silk, pecan, nobody does a pie like Village Inn.
Yeah, the restaurant has been a family favorite for more than 60 years, known in part for its award-winning pies. General Manager Cesar Nwachuk is joining us now for a pie decorating demonstration, among other things.
Yes.
Cesar, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
We are so looking forward to chatting with you. This is really the spot, I feel like. I mean, I was already on the website, you know, picking out pies to maybe take on the road with me to the Thanksgiving holiday. This is a very big time of year for Village Inn.
Yes, it is. This is the time of year when we make a lot of pies and sell them for all the guests to come eat. And this is the time of the year that we like having this pie for all the guests because it brings all the family together and friends together, and it's always a great time for us, and we're always looking forward to that time of the year.
Yeah, and regardless of the holiday season, I mean, the pie is really what grabs your attention when you walk into Village Inn and you're waiting to get seated. You got the pies there front and center. So you've brought several of your pies here today. So at the end here, what is this, the pumpkin?
That's a pumpkin with whipped cream.
Pumpkin with whipped cream.
Yeah,
We've got the pumpkin supreme right here.
Pumpkin
Looks like
supreme,
it's got
yes.
the pecans on top
Pecan
as well.
and caramel on top there.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have a French apple that's made with crisp apple and topped with streusel there.
I love the crumble, yeah.
The streusel
Then we
so
have
good.
the triple berry pie.
The triple berry pie. I think I'm going to try that.
Okay.
I'm going to try the triple berry. And then Morgan, you've got your eye on the
Anything
French
with
silk.
chocolate. Yeah.
Then we had the French silk for you, Morgan. I know that's why you say it was your favorite.
Yes, I think it is, yeah.
And next to the French silk, we have the
Traditional pumpkin,
classic pumpkin.
classic,
and then
go wrong with that.
lemon supreme pie.
lemon supreme pie. What would you say is one of the most popular?
One of the most popular is the French silk pie.
Oh, the French silk.
That's
there
the
you
one
go.
that we sold the most
There you
over
go.
there.
How about
Okay,
that?
I'm gonna take a napkin and
Okay.
clean this off, and I'll cut you a slice, Morgan.
Well, great. While you're
Also
doing
I
that.
also brought a knife for you here.
Oh, you did?
Oh, you did.
Okay.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So pie decorating is a big part of it, right? The presentation
Yes.
it matters a lot to people, especially when they're buying them for a special occasion. So you're going to kind of show us today a little bit of what you all do to decorate the pies, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so where do you start when it comes to all that?
Here we start with pre-staging. So what we usually do, after a pie goes, we have to pull them a day ahead of time
Okay.
to make sure they're ready for the guests to eat right away when they come by it. We don't want to sell the guests a frozen pie.
Got it. Okay.
So we put the day ahead of time, and then the next morning, and we prep our whipped cream. It's made fresh every day.
Okay.
And then we start decorating them in the morning.
You start doing it in the morning.
Clearly,
Okay.
I'm not meant to
daily.
cut pies here. I'm struggling
I
with the
just
French
looked
silk.
over at you, and you know what? You had the tough job today.
And I mean, these are all works of art.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good.
Doesn't
I'm
it?
so excited.
There we go.
Yes, they are works of art. Okay, and you're going to show us,
You're
right,
going to show us
Cesar?
how to put this cream on top of these pies, right?
All right.
All right.
Here we go. The cream was already pre-made today.
Oh, look at this.
before
That
coming
looks
here.
so fresh.
It's freshly made there, and then all you do
The
is
big
just
equipment.
yes, just
I can't not eat
this
this.
is the lemon supreme pie, and I put the whipped cream all around.
Just a little dollop there all
Yes,
around the
all around.
circumference of that pie.
Correct.
Good job.
Thank you.
Mine would be all different sizes.
How long have you been doing pies?
I've been working for Village Inn for 6 years.
For 6
So
years.
that's
Good
about
for
it.
you.
Become a little bit of an expert on this.
Yes, I learn every day, and I try to get better every day as well.
Of course.
And over
Practice
here
makes perfect.
Thank you. We put 6 dots in the middle here.
So it's just like the one that you showed us on the end. Okay.
Yes.
Your
You're
French
just
so good.
recreating it right in front of us. Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
amazing.
And now
I
we're
really
going
just
to the
wanna eat
pumpkin
it.
whipped cream right now.
Oh, the triple berry. I don't think I've had this one before.
We just put all the whipped cream all over the top.
Okay.
And of course, the pumpkin, I feel like is very popular here this year. But you said French silk is the most popular. People love that little chocolate on top as
Yeah,
well.
I think the French
Well, if you
silk
wanna-
is connected
Yeah.
to Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and if you're like Morgan and we're checking out the website, you can do so yourself and schedule your holiday pie pickup. You can visit villageinn.com, and that's where you can also get a look at the locations.
Yeah.
Cesar, thank you so much for joining us today. You finished the,
He did
the
it just in
pumpkin
time.
pie just in time for the end of the show.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you coming in today.
Thank you so much, and thank you for watching QCL.
Jeopardy is coming up next, followed by your local news at 4. We're going to enjoy some pie. See you later.
From the Alex Trebek stage at Sony Picture Studios, this is Jeopardy! Please welcome today's contestant.
With Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, let's feed our children. United Way of Whiteside County is launching an emergency meal program for students affected by the ongoing SNAP benefit pause. How you can help out or sign up for support. And get to know Melly's Cafe, a family-owned breakfast haven serving up fresh delights all for you. The latest on this Bettendorf business and an upcoming anniversary celebration at the Pancake House in Moline. Plus, you and the family can kick off the holiday season this weekend in downtown Moline. That is where we began here on this Monday, November 10th. Welcome to Quad Cities Live. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I'm Kyle Keel. My co-host Morgan Otier is off. Well, if you've driven in downtown recently, you may have noticed the holiday lights and decoration already popping up. It's all ahead of the traditional kickoff to the holiday season in downtown. We're talking about the Moline Holiday Hop happening this Friday and Saturday, and 2 businesses participating are Dead Poets Espresso and Benton River Brewing Company. The owners of those 2 companies, Charles Law and Nick Bose, respectively, are here with us today. Gentlemen, thanks for coming on down.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Always an exciting time of the year as we kick off the holiday season. It's already looking great in downtown Moline. So let's get right into it. First and foremost, if you're headed to the Holiday Hop, you're going to hear a lot of the music.
Yes. It's going to be music both days. The Friday night, there's some at Dead Poets Espresso specifically. There's going to be some wandering carolers going on throughout the event on Saturday. There's going to be a lot more at Old National Bank on Friday.
Okay.
There's even a ukulele group going around.
Oh,
I believe that is
ukulele
Saturday
group.
afternoon.
All right.
So you're going to see a lot of music downtown throughout the event times.
Yeah, everyone loves a good live music, and it'll get you kind of in that festive spirit. So, as we mentioned, you're just 2 of more than 40 businesses that are partaking in Holiday Hop this year. So, let's talk about what each of you are doing. So, first, Charles, talk about what Dead Poets got on the menu here for special this year at the Holiday Hop.
Yeah, so Friday night we have 2 bands. Swing Span starts right when the event starts, and an hour later we'll have Burgundy Waltz playing some rock-style music.
Okay.
And then we'll also have deals on our merchandise and some free hot chocolate, apple cider, and coffee, of course.
Ooh, yes, of course.
And then Saturday we have an author spotlight with one of our very popular guests who comes in a lot, Tom McKay.
Okay.
So come and talk to him.
All right, there you go. So, you got a full lineup there at
Absolutely.
Dead Poets, and then you can just head down the street there and get a nice brew at Benton River. Of course, you've got the jingle job. I'm sure you'll be pouring plenty of pints this weekend.
Yeah. This is really when the sales start to ramp up for the
Yeah.
jingle job for us. So.
Yeah, so what do you got going on for Holiday Hop?
We've
at
got
Benton
some
River?
free treats for the family, so you can bring
Okay.
the kids in, get some cookies, some candies. And then obviously for the adults, they can stick around and have a beverage, an adult beverage if they'd like.
Yeah, and you mentioned the Old National Bank. There's going to be plenty of new businesses that are also going to be taking part in this year's Holiday Hop. That's really exciting to kind of get them into the downtown spirit, right?
Yeah, we got 5 new businesses, including Old National Bank,
Yeah.
Tiki Club, Sharon's Crystal Palace,
Yeah.
Harold's Chicken, and there's one more, and I'm sorry I
Arlo
forgot.
and Elm.
Thank you.
Arlo and Elm, yes, we've had them on the show as well. So they've got some of their merchandise here, the little reindeer statue and that ceramic Christmas statue. We've also got Sharon's Crystal Palace right here, a couple of jewelry pieces. Obviously, we've got Lago Marcinos that's been down there for very, very long time, more than 100 years now. So there's plenty of businesses that you can patronize down there as well. Also, there's a trolley both days to help people kind of navigate through the downtown area.
Yeah, so there'll be a trolley, 2 trolleys, I believe, circulating an 8-stop route, and there's even an ADA holiday bus going around as well
great.
for those that need that access.
Yeah, I know that holiday bus has been very, very popular in the past, and obviously it's all about making memories as well. I know you have a person who's going to be doing some live ice sculpting as well.
Yeah, he's been involved with the Holiday app for the last several years, and he does some really cool sculptures. He's a good friend of the brewery as well, so
Yeah.
we're excited to see what he comes up with this year.
Yeah, his work is really great, and they make for great photo opportunities as well. And speaking of the photo opportunities, there's also going to be a photo booth, a traveling photo booth as well.
Yeah, it's going to be stationed right outside Old National Bank. It's a full wagon. You go in,
Yeah.
you get your photo, you get your experience, they call it.
Yeah.
And then you can get that sent to you and have it ready for the holidays.
Yeah, it's the Snap Wagon, and they've also been featured on Quad Cities Live. So I love all these small businesses that we feature. They're taking part in all of these small business events as well. And obviously, it wouldn't be a holiday event without a visit from the big guy himself, Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus.
They are at, I believe, Saturday at noon. They will be at
Yes.
50 Odd Club.
They will. So you want to make sure that you get your Christmas list, get the kids' Christmas list ready, and get a photo opportunity as well. And for those less fortunate, Nick, I know Bent River is one of the businesses where people can actually take a new or unwrapped toy or new unwrapped toy for the Toys for Tots drive this year.
Yeah, we're definitely encouraging people to bring toys into Bent River. There's a couple other locations downtown that have drop-offs, and help out the less privileged children.
All right, so obviously a lot going on in downtown. I mean, we could probably take up this whole half hour talking about everything that's going on, but this is a free, family-friendly event, and we've got the information that we can pull up on the screen for you. The Holiday Hop happening this Friday evening from 4 to 7, as well as Saturday from noon to 4. If you'd like more information on those 40-plus participating businesses and details on the free trolley rides, you can visit MoweenHolidayHop.com. Again, all of those specials will be happening at different times of the day for different businesses, so you can always head to the website for more information on that. Charles and Nick, thank you so much for being here. And
Thanks for having
sounds
us.
like it's going to be a great kickoff to the holiday season.
We hope so.
All right, appreciate it, guys. Well, next on Quad Cities Live, United Way of Whiteside County is here to talk about a meal program starting later this week to help children, part of the SNAP program. Details on Let's Feed Our Children emergency meal program and how you can get involved next.
Quad Cities Live continues.
Food insecurity is an ongoing crisis facing local families, and it's been magnified with the ongoing government shutdown. With uncertainty surrounding SNAP benefits, one local nonprofit is working to support children affected by the pause in those benefits. Carrie Olson is the executive director and CEO of United Way of Whiteside County, and she's here to tell us about a very important program that really starts later this week and is really going to help children impacted by SNAP. Carrie, thank you for being here with us today.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah, a little bit of a heavy topic, but such great work that you are doing to help children in our community, because there's some startling statistics out there of children in SNAP and people who use SNAP in general.
Yeah, we were surprised. We know that 40% of kids are the ones who receive SNAP benefits. So of everyone who receives SNAP benefits, 40% of them are kids.
Okay, so let's talk more about this program. It's called Let's Feed Our Children Emergency Winter Meal Program. So basically, you're bagging up these meals for these kids that'll be handed out every Friday, correct?
That is correct. We're starting this Friday, and kids will get sack lunches, and there'll be breakfast and lunch. We wanted to replace what they were getting in school.
Sure.
And most kids on free and reduced lunch are getting lunches and breakfast at school. So we'll provide 2 lunches and 2 breakfasts for over the weekend.
And so that bridges that gap between Friday and Monday for those who may not get that full meal. And I mean, these aren't just, anything. I mean, you got nutrition in these meals as well.
We work really hard for that. So a breakfast might be oatmeal and an applesauce cup and a granola bar, something to that effect.
All right, and we want to make sure we make this clear that today is the last day that you can register your child for it, and it can happen through midnight. So you can go to that website at the top of your screen there, uwwhiteside.org, and that's also where you can donate money, because the food banks, they're running low on food themselves. So that means that United Way of Whiteside County, you're having to go buy that food.
Yes, in most summers we do a program very similar to this. We run the Let's Feed Our Children program in the summer, and we start that program 6 months in advance by stockpiling food. We buy it when it's available, when it's on sale, when it's at the food bank, when I can get it from a restaurant supplier, but we don't have that stockpile with this emergency program.
Okay.
So now we're forced to pay retail many times, because even when we go to the Sauk Valley Food Bank, which is a wonderful organization, normally we can buy food at 19 cents a pound, but they're just running short on food. And so we're not able to get everything that we need from them, so we're forced to pay retail many times.
All right, so again, if your child qualifies for free or reduced lunch, they can be signed up for this program. Again, you have to sign up today to get those meals starting on Friday. And you're really in need of a lot of volunteers as well, because we were mentioning that the summer program, you handed out 45,000 meals. That takes people to put them, to put all of these items you see here, these non-perishables, into these sack lunches.
Yes, absolutely. We have what we affectionately refer to as our lunch factory.
The lunch factory. And if you saw the video, you understand why.
Yes, exactly. So we need volunteers to come and help us out pack all of these meals. And so we'll be doing that on Thursday, and then we also need delivery drivers to take these to the schools on Friday. And so we have on the website an opportunity for people to sign up for volunteering as well. It will take many volunteers. And thankfully we have a great community that always comes by and shows us support with donations and with volunteering. And so we're hopeful we'll be able to get as many people as we need.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit more about where these meals are distributed, because there are many schools across the county that are participating.
Yes, this is available at every public school in Whiteside County. And so we have made arrangements with all of the public schools. The schools have verified their free and reduced status, and we're going to make sure to take the lunches there. But to make sure that we do the distribution as discreet as possible, the schools are going to put it in their lockers or on their coat hooks. And so the kids can just slip them into their backpacks, and they don't need to show everyone that they needed to get these meals. So the kids can quietly get the food that they need and make sure that everyone doesn't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from.
Sure, and I think that's an important aspect as well, because you never want a kid to feel bad for a situation that really they can't control, and you don't want anyone else to kind of latch onto that.
Absolutely, we're going to do what we can to make sure that kids are comfortable with this.
So you mentioned that this is obviously an emergency program. When did you realize this is something that the United Way needs to do?
I looked that up last night, 10 days ago.
10 days ago. Okay, so that's how new this is, and I mean, already you shared a statistic with us. Within just the first 6 hours of you opening this program last week, you had 115 people that signed up for this.
Yeah, it's been going really, really well with getting registrations. We're already over 500 registrations. Today's the last day to register for Friday's food, but if you need food after that, register, and that you'll get on for the following following weeks.
Okay, so if you can't quite get to registration today, you can do that tomorrow. And also, you really need those volunteers as well, so you can also go to uwwhiteside.org to get more information about volunteering. Again, that food pickup is going to be every Friday starting this Friday, November 14th. And if you have any other questions on how you can donate or get involved with United Way of Whiteside County, you can contact Carrie there at kolson@uwwhiteside.org. Carrie, thank you so much for being here to talk about this really important topic, and hopefully there are some viewers out there who needed to hear this today to maybe get that comfort knowing that their kid will have some food here come the weekend.
Thanks for helping us share the word.
Absolutely, Carrie. Thank you so much. Well, up next on QCL, Melly's Pancake House in Moline will soon celebrate 5 years. We'll hear more about the specials to celebrate and take a look at the newer Melly's Cafe in Bettendorf next.
Quad Cities Live continues.
Described as a breakfast and brunch delight in downtown Moline, Melly's Pancake House has become a popular spot over the last 5 years, serving up a hearty breakfast or a stack full of fluffy pancakes. And they've recently expanded, bringing Melly's Cafe to life in Bettendorf. Joining us now is Melly's owner, Melly Figueroa, as well as Jesse Noriega, Executive Director of the Greater Quad Cities Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Jesse, welcome back. Melly, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, well, first of all, Melly, congratulations on just about 5 years in downtown Moline.
December 3rd.
December 3rd. Yes. So it was right about at your year anniversary that my family and I came back to the Quad Cities, and Melly's was one of the first newer places that we tried, and the pancakes are phenomenal. So talk about, let's go back almost 5 years, pandemic time.
Yes.
And you decided, you know what, I'm going to open up a restaurant in downtown Moline. So how did that all come about?
Just one day came home from work and my husband's like, let's do it. I was like, you're
Simple
crazy.
As that.
We're crazy. It's pandemic, but either we break it and make it Oh no, we make it, and if we break it, then we just start again.
Yeah.
So that's what we did, and thank God we're here about 5 years later.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
So what's the response from the community been like these last 5 years? Obviously, kind of got you through that pandemic and beyond, and here we are.
The community helps us really good. I really love our community. We come through together.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here.
Sure.
So.
Sure, and I know you're getting a little bit of help from the QC Hispanic Chamber as
Yes.
well. So Jesse, that's where we bring you in. Just remind our viewers, what does the Greater Quad Cities Hispanic Chamber of Commerce actually do to help these businesses in our area?
Well, you know, anything that we can do to really help get them exposure, whether it's come here to KWQC
Sure,
or,
yeah.
you know, even on our website with our multicultural business directory. I mean, there's all sorts of things that we can do. There's like, we have a YouTube podcast that we put members on,
Yeah.
and we'll do free advertising. Like if they have a special coming on, they send it to us and we'll blast that out on our social media
Sure.
to let everybody know, hey, go try this out.
And you know what, that really helps these businesses grow. And speaking of growth, this year you grew by a whole nother restaurant.
Yes.
You have Melly's Cafe in Bettendorf.
Yes, we're located at 3262 Ridge Point Road.
Yeah, so how has that been going? You had the grand opening back in July, right?
Yes.
All right, so describe how that's different from the Pancake House. Obviously, you can get the pancakes there,
Right.
still, but you got a little extra that you can get at the cafe.
We do. At Cafe, we do have variety of coffees, drinks, and we do offer liquor. At our
okay, you got
Bettendorf
the liquor.
location, yes.
All right. So you've got a spread here
Yes.
of different food that you can
Yes.
get. Obviously, we've got some delicious crepes going on here. You can't go wrong with that. The millennials especially will appreciate this. It's the avocado toast.
Yes.
Is that a popular one?
Yes, it is.
Amongst
It is.
the people like me, right? And then here we've got the BLT, which this is the one that you would like me to try. So I'm gonna try this one on the air. And then what else do you have over here?
So we have, this one is a salmon skillet. It's actually one of our famous dishes at Cafe. And then we have gluten-free, because we do have gluten-free options. We have gluten-free pancakes, gluten-free waffle, and gluten-free toast. And then over here we have our avocado omelet as well. That is our famous for Melly's Pancake House.
And I will tell you that the BLT is phenomenal. Obviously, you get the fries with that as well.
You might need a little napkin there.
Might need a little napkin, yeah. So obviously, the cafe, it opened up in July. How's the customer response been there?
We're starting to get out more.
Sure.
Obviously, our social media and word of mouth.
Big tool,
We're
yeah.
starting to pick up, thanks to everybody that's been out there and telling everybody else. But it's going.
And obviously, that's where Jesse comes in too. I
Yes.
mean, you're going to help build this business up as well.
Definitely. Like I've always said, you know, it doesn't matter if we help people start businesses if they don't stay in business.
Yeah.
You know, that's our goal.
Yeah, okay. So what do you see for the future of Melly's, Melly? I mean, did you see yourself 5 years ago opening up another restaurant?
No. I give myself another, maybe 3 years with another one.
Oh, you're already having plans to open up another
we
one?
do have plans, but
really? Okay.
something in the works. Just
Something in the works. Is it going to be something similar in the realm of this, or do you
not
think something
breakfast.
different?
I think
Not
with breakfast, I think we're good there. Like I said, our community is what keep us open. With breakfast, something different.
There is something different about breakfast. Yes, I think people can attest to that. I mean, we're looking at some of these masterpieces here. I mean, if you've not been, I've not been to the cafe yet, but if you've not been to the downtown one, it's just, you know, you walk in and you just get like a warm feeling, and you know you're going to get some good food.
Yes.
Yes, exactly, and I think that's the goal. Well, thank you both here so much for being with us here today and sharing the food here. That BLT is phenomenal, by the way. If you want to check out Melly's Pancake House or the cafe, we have both addresses there on your screen. Melly's Pancake House is located at 1320 Fifth Avenue in Moline. Melly's Cafe is at 3260 Ridge Point there in Bettendorf. You can take a look at the menu, at least at the Pancake House, at mellyspancake.com, but be sure to follow both restaurants on Facebook. As Melly mentioned, you know, Facebook has been a big tool for you guys. And then if you want to learn more about the Greater Quad Cities Hispanic Chamber of Commerce or to become a member, you can visit their website, gqchcc.com, and you can also follow them on Facebook. You're keeping the community updated on that. I know you had that gala recently. How'd that go for you?
It was a beautiful event.
Was it?
Can't wait to do it again.
Good.
The responsibility, and I can't thank our sponsors more enough.
Yeah, you got lots of support from the community, that's for sure. All right, thank you both for being
Thank
with us,
you.
and best of luck on your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Well, up next, Jake Eastburn joins us to talk about our wins of the weekend, including snow. Well, it's kind of a win. We'll explain coming up. All right, it is Monday, which means it's time for our wins of the weekend. Obviously, Morgan is off today, so Quad Cities Live executive producer, among other roles here at the station. Jake Eastburn.
Yeah, many hats.
Yes, many hats, helping get some video on the air with us today. Thank you for your help, as always. So let's talk about your win. You've got something kind of a big deal with your guard duties.
Yeah. So despite the government shutdown, we had drill this weekend. We were qualifying on our weapons, and one of my soldiers, Jordan Razzo, who has been a specialist, great worker. He got promoted to sergeant this weekend, which is a big milestone for a lot of people in the military. So he is now a non-commissioned officer. Hard worker, very dedicated. All of us at our unit love him. And so we got to be there for that. I actually took the video.
You did take the video. Are you in the background there?
No, that's me taking the video because I knew it was a special moment for him. So I shared it with him and his family. And it's just been great with this unit being back from my Kuwait deployment. I'm now actually the acting first sergeant for this.
Yeah, that's right. You had a little promotion
128th, field feeding platoon. We're based out of North Riverside in Chicago, and we support all kinds of units. And anyway, it was a fun time promoting him. And congratulations to him and everybody else in our unit.
So how often are you on guard on the duty?
So 1 weekend a month, basically. Of course, there's office hours outside of that that need to be done for administrative stuff. But then roughly 2.5 weeks in the summer.
Okay.
So, what about you, sir? What's your win?
Well, my win was the snow. And I don't think it's really a secret that I love snow, but I wasn't really amped about it this weekend. But I was out getting dinner in Davenport, and the rain transitioned to snow. But the significance of this win is that I'm taking this outside of my new vehicle that I'm going to go sign papers with after the show.
Okay.
And this was not on my radar. This was not on my radar, pun intended. All right, it is Monday, which means it's time for our wins of the weekend. Obviously, Morgan is off today, so Quad Cities Live executive producer, among other roles here at the station. Jake Eastburn.
Yeah, many hats.
Yes, many hats, helping get some video on the air with us today. Thank you for your help, as always. So let's talk about your win. You've got something kind of a big deal with your guard duties.
Yeah. So despite the government shutdown, we had drill this weekend. We were qualifying on our weapons, and one of my soldiers, Jordan Razzo, who has been a specialist, great worker. He got promoted to sergeant this weekend, which is a big milestone for a lot of people in the military. So he is now a non-commissioned officer. Hard worker, very dedicated. All of us at our unit love him. And so we got to be there for that. I actually took the video.
You did take the video. Are you in the background there?
No, that's me taking the video because I knew it was a special moment for him. So I shared it with him and his family. And it's just been great with this unit being back from my Kuwait deployment. I'm now actually the acting first sergeant for this.
Yeah, that's right. You had a little promotion
128th, field feeding platoon. We're based out of North Riverside in Chicago, and we support all kinds of units. And anyway, it was a fun time promoting him. And congratulations to him and everybody else in our unit.
So how often are you on guard on the duty?
So 1 weekend a month, basically. Of course, there's office hours outside of that that need to be done for administrative stuff. But then roughly 2.5 weeks in the summer.
Okay.
So, what about you, sir? What's your win?
Well, my win was the snow. And I don't think it's really a secret that I love snow, but I wasn't really amped about it this weekend. But I was out getting dinner in Davenport, and the rain transitioned to snow. But the significance of this win is that I'm taking this outside of my new vehicle that I'm going to go sign papers with after the show.
Okay.
And this was not on my radar. This was not on my radar, pun intended, not on my radar for the whole weekend, but my wife scrolled through something on social media. We found a vehicle we liked.
Good.
We went to go check it out. It was already gone. But, you know, car salesmen, they're like, we have something for you. And we test drove it this weekend. Love it. I've got a dad mobile now. All is well.
Awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
On
Hopefully
the
it drives well in the actual snow. Yeah, exactly. All right, well, thank you so much for watching Quad Cities Live here on this Monday. We thank you for watching, and Jeopardy's up next, followed by your news at 4, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Bye-bye.